today from Unshakable Spirit. And today's story is number 58. Wear fine clothes, eat fine food, and do your makeup every day. The wife of a millionaire was renowned for her wisdom, and the couple's only daughter was said to be a very sensible young woman as well. The wife of a high government official suggested that she would make their only son a wonderful wife, and in due course the young people were betrothed. Not long before the wedding, the official's wife called at the home of the bride to be and overheard the following maternal advice being given in earnest tones. Now, dear, remember what I always tell you when you are married, be sure to wear fine clothes, eat fine food, and do your makeup every day. What kind of frivolous creature is joining our family? The official's wife thought in dismay. It was too late to cancel the nuptials. She went home with strong misgivings. The wedding took place without incident, but in the days following, the official's wife, worried about what was to come, kept a wary eye on her new daughter in law. Yet, to her surprise and pleasure, the young bride never failed to get up early to clean the house, sweep the garden, and do the wash, besides looking after her husband and father in law and keeping the kitchen sparkling clean. She showed no sign of frivolity. At last, the older woman's curiosity got the best of her. Your mother told you that after you married, you should wear fine clothes, eat fine food, and do your makeup, but you haven't done any such thing, have you? Please let me explain, said the bride. By wear fine clothes, mother meant always be cleanly in your appearance. By eat fine food, she meant work hard because hard work makes everything taste good. And by do your makeup, she meant for me to keep the house clean and tidy, inside and out. She said this with a radiant smile. The official's wife could only marvel at the excellent training the girl's mother had given her. Love of cleanliness is indeed a virtue in all. Okay, very good. Yeah, this story is written in uh, maybe olden times of Japan when economy was not developed yet. So many people, especially for women, there were no employment opportunities. So basically, they would be in the house, taking care of the house affairs and raising children. And yeah, so please don't get sidetracked by the tone of the story. It's not something happening today. It's from a time when there was nothing to do but get married and raise children. Actually, the other day I was thinking, people bring children to this world because it fills up so much of the time, maybe a few decades, that people don't have to start thinking about why they were born, why they have to die, what's the purpose of life. It's like one way to mask the uneasiness we have about life, that why are we even here? But anyway, so yeah, there was nothing to do but just, yeah, having kids, raising them, and tend to the house and the garden, things like that. And so the point that we can learn to that we can apply to our daily life, one thing is this young woman, she explained about what it meant to wear fine clothes, eat fine food, and doing her makeup every day. She explained this with such a radiant smile, it said. Yeah, which is kind of thought provoking. Anyone else in her shoes might have rebelled or felt that, wow, um, why do I have to do all this work? And they might have developed resentment. Like we hear a lot of such stories, but it sounds like in the household there was an atmosphere of a win-win situation. When we benefit other people, we are benefiting ourselves. Like before I found Buddhism, if I was told to do some cleaning around the house, my attitude was always like, why do I have to do it? I didn't realize that, well, my parents are taking care of me, they're providing for me. I was not working or not contributing anything myself. So, it was natural that when I was told, why don't you do vacuum the house, I should have been able to do it with a radiant smile, but I couldn't before I found Buddhism because it's always like, why me? Ask the other person, ask the other sibling or someone else in the house, which is not very proactive way of going about life. In Buddhism, we learn about my karma, my harvest, about the law of cause and effect. That turns out we only harvest the fruits of the seeds we are planting every day. We can never harvest something different from the seeds we are planting. The more we listen to the Dharma and understand the law of cause and effect deeply, the more we can give back to the society, to our communities, to our household from a very good place in the heart with a radiant smile, joyfully, because it's more like, oh, I'm happy that I can give back a little bit of what I'm receiving. And this attitude actually brings that person true happiness eventually. Yeah, cultivating gratitude to that level, to become so aware that my life is being preserved and sustained thanks to hard work of so many other people and so many good forces helping me. So let me pay it forward and be of assistance to other people too. I think that's the message we get, to examine our mind and see how our level of enthusiasm and hard work, it comes from how deeply we feel we are receiving from others so much benevolence and kindness. So good job everyone for being here, practicing together. So on this beautiful last day of the year. Yeah, so I'm wishing you a wonderful New Year's Eve. And actually, we still have the Happiness Lab at 10 a.m. Pacific time by Yuichi. So, yeah, have a wonderful time if you're spending time with family, and take good care too. People tend to be rushed, so we have to be mindful too. Take care. Bye.
Happy New Year, Peter.
Happy New Year to you too, Hannah, and to everyone, and to